The Imperial Security Bureau, better known as the ISB, was an Imperial intelligence agency created by Palpatine at the start of the reign of the Empire. Their goal was to root out and destroy anti-Imperial sentiment and organizations. They operated from Coruscant, but had several field agents that personally hunted down dissenters in the galaxy. Eventually, the ISB became integral to rooting out individual rebel cells in the galaxy, similar to Agent Alexander Callis from the show Rebels. Who is in charge of the ISB? We can assume that Colonel Wolf Yularen has a high-ranking position in the organization, but the book Tarkin, written by James Luceno, actually gives us the specifics. Colonel Yularen actually isn't fully in control of the ISB, but he is definitely one of the top dogs. Yularen is actually in charge of the Empire's Naval Intelligence Agency, another intelligence-based organization in the Empire, but with a focus on the Imperial Navy. Yularen was given this position after the events of the book Tarkin, which details how the several different agencies in the Empire function together. There's the Imperial Security Bureau, the Naval Intelligence Agency, the Inspectorate, the Ubictorate, and a few other intelligence agencies. All of these agencies, or most of them, met in meetings with each other. These high-ranking members of the different Imperial organizations and agencies were called the Joint Chiefs. Wolf Yularen was a member of the Joint Chiefs, and he had a large influence as both a high-ranking member of the ISB and eventually as the head of the Naval Intelligence Agency. The person who was actually in charge of the ISB is currently unknown, but the head of the ISB held the rank of Director. The Deputy Director of the ISB was a man named Harris Eisen. From what we've seen, he was the highest-ranking known member of the ISB, and he reported directly to a person named Armand Isard, who oversees something called Compnor, which deals with pretty much everything to do with the promotion of Imperial ideology in the galaxy. Harris Eisen eventually was moved to the other intelligence agency called the Ubictorate, so the position of Deputy Director, as far as we know, was filled by someone else, and very likely could have been filled by Yularen, though I don't know if they'd give Yularen such a high position in both the ISB and the Naval Intelligence Agency. If Yularen held both of these positions, he was likely a very stressed out individual. At the time of the show Andor, which takes place 5 years before Rogue One and A New Hope, it is unclear who holds the rank of Director. If you'd like to learn more about how the Joint Chiefs and the different Imperial intelligence agencies worked together, I recommend checking out the book Tarkin. It was one of the first books written in the new continuity, but it does have some neat references to the book Plagueis, written by the same author.